Welcome to the MovyMart. The psychological thriller is one of the most popular subgenres in the entertainment industry. Every year sees a new list of such movies rolling out of Hollywood, each one trying to be the next big thing. The year 2022 was no different, and it produced quite a long list of psychological thrillers. Today I am going to rank the top 10 best psychological thrillers of 2022. We hope that this selection will be useful, and everyone will find something new to watch. So let's not waste any time and begin. Number 10. Where the Crowds Sing. Where the Crowds Sing is part romance and part murder mystery. It follows the life of a young woman who becomes the prime suspect in the murder of her scummy ex-boyfriend. The tension is the quiet kind, building up slowly until it explodes. Then, just when the worst is over, it throws the audience a twist. The movie received mixed reviews upon its release, citing a lack of consistent tone. Also, some scenes are a little hard to watch and might trigger some audience members. Nonetheless, there is a lot to enjoy about this film. Daisy Edgar-Jones gives a splendid performance as the main protagonist. The twist is satisfying, whether the audience predicts it or not. The visuals are a work of art from beginning to end.
Once unfamiliar house, clean and discreet.
It's good, just breathe. Most of my
Number 8. Don't Worry Darling. Don't Worry Darling is basically The Matrix meets the Stepford Wives. A young woman realizes that she's trapped in a virtual reality where women are contented housewives, and she tries to find a way out. While most moviegoers realize what's going on long before the protagonist does, the movie still works as an escape thriller. Tension is derived from whether she'll make it out or not. It's not one of the best psychological thrillers of all time, but it has its moments. The actors for the main protagonist and the main villain give a great performance.
You're telling me you're unavailable. You know, you're really more for this city.
Number 7. The Batman. The Batman might be packaged as a superhero movie, but it has the hallmarks of a psychological thriller. 2 years after Bruce Wayne began his career as Batman, the Riddler makes his debut, going on a killing spree and leaving clues behind for Batman to solve. The film opens like a horror movie, complete with a brutal murder by a masked assailant, and plays out like a murder mystery. Out of all the live-action Batman movies of the past, this one makes the best use of Batman's detective skills. The dark, gloomy setting and chaotic action sequence create an oppressive and uncertain atmosphere where no one is sure what's going on. Number 6. The Innocents. This dark Norwegian film follows the exploits of a group of children who discover that they have strange powers. However, far from becoming superheroes, the children conduct cruel and violent experiments. Things continue to unravel, coming to an inevitable, gut-churning conclusion. The Innocents is the kind of movie that Hollywood wouldn't have the guts to make. It's shocking, weird, and candid. It paints a bluntly honest picture of children and childhood, rather than showing it through the rose-tinted lenses of nostalgia.
Welcome to Hawthorne. The next few hours you will ingest fat, salt.
ocean. We're eating the ocean.
Are you crying?
Number 5. The Menu. From the title, one would suspect that The Menu was a movie about cannibalism. Well, it does turn human beings into food, but not quite in the way the audience expects. This black comedy is by turns both hilarious and horrific, as the villain unveils his terrible revenge plan. However, the main protagonist is also not quite as she appears, and has a few tricks of her own up her sleeve. The ending of the film is somewhat divisive. Some liked it, while others think the villain should have gotten what he deserved. Either way, it leaves everyone craving a cheeseburger afterward.
We got word for that.
Number 4. Nope. Jordan Peele. The award-winning director of Get Out and Us now turns his eye to space in his latest achievement. When a UFO appears over a ranch, everyone and their mother wants a piece of the spectacle. Little do they know that the spectacle wants a piece of them, too. While the movie wasn't as well received by critics as its predecessors, it is regarded as Peele's most terrifying movie. One scene particularly left audiences in shock. Furthermore, Peele provided a unique addition to a familiar genre that's been explored a million times before. Peele has developed a reputation for delivering good stories with deep and unexpected themes, and he didn't disappoint.
Hi. I know you're nervous. I just want to have a chat.
I'm seeing something no one else can see except for me.
Number 3. Smile. Smile is undoubtedly one of the creepiest movies ever made. This is partly thanks to those terrifying smiles, which, eerily enough, weren't done with CGI. The filmmakers just had the actors smile in a certain way and recontextualize it. Like its predecessors, It Follows and The Ring, Smile features a curse that is cyclic in nature, forcing its victims to pass it on to other victims. However, where The Ring is about the fear of technology, and It Follows is about the fear of intimacy, Smile is about trauma. It's about being unable to heal from trauma, being consumed by it, and being compelled to pass it on. Although it borrowed some themes and story beats from other movies, it's a sufficiently scary watch that leaves audiences questioning the motives behind every smile.
Nihilistic as like on the internet.
You guys, this is...
If you come across a body, you have to...
Number 2. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies is possibly the most subversive teen/murder movie in the genre. It opens like a classic slasher movie with a bunch of teenagers getting together in an isolated location, only for disaster to strike. As the bodies pile up, the teens turn on each other as they try to figure out who did it. Aside from the smart writing and strong performances, the movie doesn't appear to be any different from the slasher movies that came before it. Then, the shocking twist at the end unravels everything, turning the movie from a mediocre slasher mystery to a hilarious black comedy.
Charlie Cullen.
Love birds. I cannot get over this.
Who's the...
You would think so.
Yeah.
Insulin. In a decade.
Number 1. The Good Nurse. Based on the true crime novel of the same name, The Good Nurse is about a nurse who aids in the arrest of her partner, who is revealed to be a serial killer. The movie stars Jessica Chastain and Eddie Redmayne, who play the hero and villain, respectively. Despite being labeled a drama, many audiences were more scared by this movie than by many horror movies. Redmayne switches from warm and sweet to cold and empty on a dime. There's no knowing what his character's going to do to try and keep the hero from exposing his secret. The tension ramps up, never breaking, until the famous diner scene, where everything goes down. Well, this is it. Share your movie impressions in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe.